Hello, my name is Mohammed El Yuni, and I'm the founder of VisionBios. And my goal is to give people independence in knowing about their body's health using at home rapid diagnostic devices. I'll begin by discussing some of the challenges that people who have actually taken at home rapid COVID tests told me when I asked them about their experience. One person mentioned that these tests have various components to them and they are just too much. Thus, it's just not user friendly. Another person mentioned that when she had taken the test, when she had thought that she was infected with COVID, the test result was negative. But the next day, when her symptoms became more severe, the test result was actually positive. And she told me that these tests are not as sensitive as they should be. At the bottom left is an image of a generic COVID test, and as you can see, it is only able to detect COVID. Thus, it is not multiplexed, and it is only so if a person is infected with another pathogen and the test result was negative, but they are having symptoms, they don't really know, they're not able to know what other pathogen they're infected with. Finally, at the bottom right is the generic form of collecting a biological sample, and that's using the nasal pharyngeal swab, which is not a comfortable method of collecting a biological sample. The device that I'm working on, though, uses saliva as the biological sample, which is easy to collect. It's also a molecular test, thus it targets DNA or RNA rather than protein, and this is more similar to the clinical standard of care, thus making this test more specific and sensitive. The device I'm working on is also a multiplex diagnostic test, so it's able to detect more than a single pathogen from a single biological sample. It's also easy to use, and it is also supposed to connect the user to a healthcare provider via telehealth to get any e-prescriptions or any recommended next steps. Here's a competitive analysis of the number of different pathogens and the companies that are working on devices that are able to detect these pathogens. As you can see, to the far right is the company I'm working on, and we're aiming on making our device able to detect 30 different pathogens from a single biological sample. Lucira, on the other hand, already has a diagnostic device in the market, and it's able to detect 3 different pathogens from a single biological sample. Q Health and Detect are other companies, but their device is only able to detect a single pathogen from a single biological sample. Some of the milestones I've accomplished is I've picked the most appropriate mode of detecting a specific DNA sequence for a rapid diagnostic test. I've also established the test controls so the person who's using this test can know if they performed the test correctly. I've also designed the device. Some of the work I'm currently performing is doing customer discovery. I'm also working on detecting the target DNA sequences of the pathogens, and I'm also picking the right material for the device prototype. Some of the future goals I have and the work I'll be performing is to complete the development of the MVP, working with a contract research organization to develop the final prototype that would go into the market, getting this prototype approved by the FDA, and then finding a partner company that would produce these devices in large amounts. That's me, and those are the different programs that I've been involved with. iCorps is specifically focused on customer discovery, and it was great in getting to know more about what people are facing when it comes to using, what are the issues that they're facing when it comes to using at-home rapid tests. Thank you.